Namaste. Feel free to sit in a cross-legged position or however you feel comfortable. Some people feel more comfortable in Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. I'm going to start the practice in cross-leg. I'll make suggestions, you make decisions on how your body feels most comfortable. Today's practice, we will be focusing on the warrior poses. Warrior 1, warrior 2, and warrior 3. Vrajasana 1, Vrajasana 2, and Vrajasana 3. Vrajasana, the righteous warrior poses. The warrior poses come from the story of Sati and Shiva. Sati was the daughter of King Dashka. Shiva was Sati's husband. King Dashka did not like Shiva for no reason other than he just didn't like him. Shiva sat on a mountain and he meditated and he was covered in ashes. He had dreadlock hairs. He was like a rock star. And Sati was just smitten by him, adored him, and all she wanted to do was marry Shiva. So she marries him. And King Dashka was not happy. So King Dashka threw a party and he did not invite his own daughter and her husband, Sati and Shiva. So Sati found out about this party and she goes without being invited, and she is very upset to see that her dad is not saying very nice things about her husband. And he was disrespecting her husband by not inviting them in the first place and just excluding them. And she was offended by how her dad was dishonoring him. So she was so upset about this that she decides to throw herself in the fire and she dies. Well, Shiva finds out about this and got very, very angry. So he gets his army of men and he rises up. Warrior 1, he turns in to Vrajasana, the fiery warrior. And then he draws his sword and he chops King Dashka's head off. Warrior 2. Then he takes King Dashka's head and places it on the altar. Warrior 3. Warrior 1, he turns into a fierce warrior. Warrior 2 takes out his sword and chops off King Dashka's head. Warrior 3, he takes King Dashka's head and places it on the altar. So from here, let's go through our warriors. So right foot steps forward, left foot steps back. Bending your right knee. You can bring your hands to your hips. And I always like to try to turn my hips just a little forward. And I can feel that movement in my pelvic floor. Bend the right knee, and I rise up. Warrior one, fierce warrior. Shiva turns into Vrajasana. Then he takes out his sword and chops King Dashka's head off. Then he places his head on the altar. So that is the story of how we got our warriors. So I'm also going to take you through a round of sun salutations into our warriors. But before I do, let's come into Mythology, garland pose. And actually, Shiva wore garlands around his neck. So the story of the sun salutation goes like this. Hanuman wanted to learn all he could about the sun. So he asks Surya, I really want to learn about the sun. Can you please tell me about it? Can you tell me about what you do? And Surya's like, the sun is way too hot. You can't come with me. So he ends up coming along. He doesn't get burned. And he learns all the lessons that the sun has. And in gratitude to Surya for teaching Hanuman about the sun, he started sun salutations. And a sun salutation, Surya Namaskara A, is bowing to the sun. So he wants to bow to the sun and thank him for teaching him all about the sun. So we will go from sun salutations. We will practice our gratitude, bowing towards the sun, and practice whatever you're grateful for. And then we will go into our warriors. So come to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up, reach up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, bow down. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, plank pose. You're strong. Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's bring our left foot forward, spiral your right foot down. Inhale, arms up, look up. Warrior one, fierce warrior. I'm a warrior. Inhale to warrior two. Look over your left fingers. Warrior three takes strength. And with compassion, land back down. And let's bring our feet together. And now let's take the warriors on the right side. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bring your right foot through Vrajasana. One, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. And then with all your strength, warrior three. And come back to standing. And bring your hands to heart center. Through the story of the warriors, we learn not to judge someone else's love. We need to have compassion, gratitude, and kindness towards others. I hope you enjoyed class.